Hello, Tucson. Welcome to Mineral City TV. I'm your host, Raymond Hall. First, let's start off by saying we apologize for no show last night or this morning. We had some technical difficulties. We are back, and everything should be good for the rest of the day here. We're going to start off in Building C, Room C7 with Stone Trust. A long-time tradition of bringing just some of the best pieces you've ever seen to Tucson. Owners, Robert and Stephanie Snyder. Great people. Let's go in and have a word with Robert. He's going to show us a few piees. Hi, Robert.
Hey, Raymond. How are you doing?
Great to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
No, thank you for being on the show. Can you tell us a little bit about Stone Trust?
Yes, Stone Trust is about a 21-year-old company, and I was a collector as a kid and didn't do a whole lot with it for many years, but then all of a sudden I find myself being a dealer.
That's kind of exactly what happened to me.
Yeah. And so we are based in Canton, Connecticut, and we love rocks, and we come to shows, and we also come to people's homes and visit with them, and that's what we do.
Great. Let's take a look at some stuff.
Okay. Well, I know that we're going to get around to some of the other cases, but
Sure.
I wanted to start off by telling you about our mineral portraits of scientists. Carolyn Renard is a dear friend who lives in Poughkeepsie, New York, and she is an artist. She's 88 years old, and she paints only pictures of scientists, and we bring them to here every year to add a little bit of flair to our room. And her work has been on display at Vassar University to some acclaim, and so her style is a bit unusual, but it's very fulfilling, and so we have these on display, and they are for sale.
And they're very recognizable, too. As soon as I walked in the room, I knew it was Carolyn's work, because I know Carolyn. I actually used to do her show in Poughkeepsie for a few years.
In fact, I think we sold one to this gentleman right here who's standing next door to us.
Yes, Mr. Tomek, our creator of Mineral City TV.
Yeah. So anyway, let's
take a look at some specimens here.
Okay. We head over to this case. I would like to start out by showing you an emerald that is from the Gem mine. I'll put it down here if that helps.
Yeah, you can come in and zoom in on that one.
That is the single largest emerald ever found in the Gem mine. It is unrepaired, and it is Steve Bailing has confirmed that this is the largest one they ever mined.
It is quite large. I don't know if you guys are seeing that on screen how large it is, but it's as long as an index finger. And beautiful sharp edges and luster all around.
Yeah, it's very cool specimen.
Absolutely.
And then further, let me talk to you about this piece. This is from Jackson Crossroads. It is known as the Royal Crown, and it was mined by Rodney Moore over 20 years ago. And it is a spectacular piece. Paul Gethner.
Let's come into the light a little bit more, maybe.
Paul Gethner was here just a little bit ago, and he said, you can quote me and say that, in his opinion, this is the finest cluster of quartz ever found in Georgia at this location, or probably anywhere in Georgia.
The saturation of color through the crystals is astounding.
Right. It's a super piece, and we love having it in our inventory right now.
I'm sure. Well, here, I'll let you put that back in the stand safely. Okay.
And then I'd like to go right next to it, if I could.
When was that one mined, if you don't mind?
This was mined about 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, Paul couldn't tell me exactly when. He knew that Rodney Moore did mine it, but it was before his time even as part mine owner there, so there was no exact date. I can tell you this piece has been in numerous hands, and it is a spectacular piece. And I didn't know until this morning it was called the Royal Crown. It's been given a name, and so that's pretty cool.
Now you know.
And now I know.
Yeah, make a new tag for it.
No, I did.
You already did that.
Yeah,
make a new tag for it.
Already did that, yes. So,
all right, well, what else here?
Okay, let me pull this piece out, and maybe you come up and get a picture of it with the light on it first. This is a very rare quartz. It came from McGurl mine, and it has blue phantoms throughout of it, and the small crystal also has blue phantoms. The phantoms are made by hematite, and the piece was in the mine owner's safe for many years. It was purchased, according to Daniel Trincello, he thinks his father purchased this piece, and from his father it went into the Freilich collection. So it was in Joe Freilich's collection, and I acquired it from Joe about 15 years ago, I believe. And
this is an old
piece. It's the only known phantom, blue phantom from the McGurl mine. There's no dings, chips, or errors. It is a perfect crystal. And so it is very unusual, is what I'm saying about this piece. So,
and beautiful too.
yeah, it's very beautiful. But most people have not seen it. Now, if you go to Mindat right now, you can search on this piece and you will see it, but it's going to be the picture before it was trimmed. But it is out on the web a couple of times in various places.
Let's close up this door. Now, I know there was another piece you specifically wanted to show us.
Yes, this piece, maybe you can, I'll open these doors and you can get a picture get some video of this. This is one of 3 apatites that were found in 1983 by Mike Haritos and 2 other gentlemen, Paul Young and Jim Cahoon. And it's from a quarry called the PJ Keating quarry. Now it's had many names, the quarry's had many names. And if you go to Rocks and Minerals and the issue, these were written up by John Rackavan of these particular pieces. This is the 2nd best piece ever found in North America. And it is a really stunning apatite. I'll take it out so you can see the back side of it. The face is just amazing. It's right there in the magazine. You can zoom over to the magazine and see that same face right there. Mike Haritos was smart enough to buy his partners out at the time these were found. They were found with a lot of chlorite in the pocket, chlorite sand. And the sand is usually more like a cement when they find it, but this was like just sand. And they just kept digging out the sand. And in the back of the pocket, which is about 1 meter high, 1 meter wide, they found 3 specimens. And so Mike did the smart thing by buying his partners out at that time. There have been no other such apatites found anywhere in Massachusetts like this. The one that's in the magazine, the one that's on the big picture, is now in the Maine Mineral Museum. So this is a spectacular specimen from the standpoint of its North American size and North American locality.
Sure, yeah.
Really, really wonderful.
New England collectors would freak out.
Yeah, well, even apatite collectors would freak out. And then we have over here.
All right, so you got one more special one to show us?
Yeah, I think so.
I would agree that it's special. I got to see it already, everyone out there.
This is a what we'd call a zoisite, tanzanite, but it's pink instead of blue. One of these, I am told by many people, that one of these is found approximately every 5 years. And so we acquired this about 5 years ago. It's a very stunning specimen, and people come in and admire it. It's just a gorgeous piece.
And obviously no treatments, which is everyone always asks. When they hear the word tanzanite, they assume so many of them or all of them are treated. But it's good to know that these nice pink ones are natural.
Let me just turn it around for you so you can see the flip side of it. It's all natural.
Beautiful all around.
It's just so unique and so beautiful.
And looks completely undamaged, too.
It is completely undamaged.
That's astonishing.
Yes. Yeah, astonishing piece. So I appreciate you coming in to Stone Trust today.
Well, I appreciate you letting us take a look at some of your beautiful specimens. They're just amazing everywhere you look in here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And have a great show.
We'll
join you again today at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Thanks, everyone. Welcome to Mineral City.